state wouldn't have thought of those names if they thought the bank was going to treat you right. The state would have backed up and said they're covered. Instead, the first thing the state did was to make a new name for the new crime. Okay? If the state did not know already that the lenders were wrong, why would they be inventing jobs and positions? And why would they tell you if your state mortgage, loss mitigation, foreclosure consultant do you wrong? Why do they have all over the state of California file charges, file complaints, right here? So if you deal with your state protection plan, we wouldn't be in this room. We'd all be at the state saying, your realtor put me into this contract. After she went and sold this property for $150,000, she sold it to me for $300,000. Wasn't the realtor? The bank allowed that. The bank started the game and we jumped in on it.
So it was true, like back then they just qualified people even though they didn't, you know, like they would give them the money even though they could see that their job wouldn't let them, you know.
Who in this room has over a $400,000 home?
Used to be.
What's your profession? Okay, what's your profession?
I'm the facilities coordinator.
What's yours?
Real estate mortgage financial services.
The only two people that could have possibly qualified for a home over $300,000 is the auto salesperson and the realtor. Under the stated programs, stated programs were invented for me, for you, and for you. Not for a facilities coordinator who's a W-2 employee. I can look up online and I can tell you she's not going to make more than $75,000 a year. Okay? If I can do that, under jobs.com, lenders can't? Couldn't? Or did they do one of these? Sign here and here. Initial sign. Okay? That's how that came about.
That's why we're in this recession.
That's why we're going to continue in it. Let me tell you how we're going to continue in it. We have people who are conceding to work with the banks who are getting 4 to 5 year ARM products. Let me tell you how that's going to work out. One scenario is we now have who's called President Obama. But we know people aren't happy about him being in office. And I think that there's a counter-conspiracy going on with his term of presidency. I think he's giving out trillions of dollars, and in 2012, when he's reelected, we're going to have every single one of those arms flexing, and people still losing their homes. What changed? Nothing changed. I'm the first one going to say it. Because in 2012 is when these loans are adjusting again.
Yeah.
He's giving out trillions of dollars. Somebody better help me write him. I write him all the time. I let him know these things. I don't just keep it in the room here. If you go to our website, you will probably see this by Wednesday on our website. We try to teach as many people as possible because we are not alone in this. You know, some are too ashamed. Some got pride and won't show up. You tell them this. Pride comes before the fall. Okay? You got so much pride, you're going to fall. You tell them this. There's no shame to the game. Remember every day how that lender was calling you to give you money? Now they're calling you to take your house. When are we going to take a stand? And the stand has to be a united stand. It cannot be just me. I tell everybody that we do this for and with, we do not work for you. You don't pay us enough at $7.95 and $1,095 and $2,000. We work with you. We need your 100% full cooperation. We need you to understand that the lender is going to tell you lies. We don't even know Homekeepers. We've never spoken to them. You gotta pay us. Oh my gosh, they could be another scammer. How much do you want? The lender wants their money.
They already have it.
They want more of it.
Yeah,
They want more.
They just want more, they're getting out.
Yes, ma'am.
When they call you, when you call, they refer you to Hope. That's what they
There is no hope unless you fight me, okay? You understand how I feel about hope? Hope is in the fight. Hope isn't in a name. Hope isn't in a company. Hope is in the fight. If you don't have someone who's educating you and making you feel good about what you're doing, you're going to concede every time to give them back what they want and to give them that money because you're just so scared. You don't know what to do. Get educated and sit on your money because things are going to get worse in America before it gets better. I have every single one of my clients telling them that. The young lady here, if she would have had to end up turning her home in, she would have been able to help herself out because she's sitting on her money. I don't tell you not to just pay. Sit on your money. Save your money. Don't spend your money.
Correct.
Keep your money.
Correct.
Okay? It's going to get worse.
Yes.
Before it gets better, it's going to get worse. It is going to digress.
Question on that.
Yes.
A question on that. For example, she resumed that 835. In the course of her payment, she lost her job and everything. Do they give you another chance? For example, she will hold another 3 months not to pay? Or that's
She's
it?
got a 4-bedroom home. If she can't rent one of those rooms out or 2 of them out, okay?
No, for example, she is not
She's paying $800 a month for a 4-bedroom home. I can come up with some really good ways that I can keep that house.
No, because I have one that has been modified. They from 2011 payment, it went to 1,400, but I'm still on that forbearance period.
But did they give you a principal reduction, or did they just make the candy look good so you
They
can buy a piece?
restock the whatever I owe. I mean,
They put it on the back.
They put it on the back.
See how they
and
sprinkled
now-
that? They sprinkled it over here. I'm gonna make your payment $1,400. You're gonna owe me every penny. Plus you're gonna owe me some penalties.
I know.
Plus you're gonna owe me. Plus you're gonna owe me.
And that's not including any escrow fees because taxes, I appealed because I have more than 10 property. And, you know, I appealed to the Riverside County because, no, the taxes then was too high because we bought the property too high.
They're not going to give you your taxes any lower because the bank didn't give you a penny off of the amount you owed them.
What is that?
You consummated that the bank owes and deserves all that money on that loan because you're paying them for all that loan. Doesn't make sense, does it? You blocked yourself. I mean, it's just like me telling you, this is not worth $10 and you're trying to give me 20. You're telling the bank, my house isn't worth the value.
Correct.
I shouldn't have to pay the amount of taxes on it.
Correct.
But I just told the lender, here, I'm going to give you what you want. I'm going to sign your forbearance agreement, and every penny you say it is, it is. So is it or isn't it? Because over here you signed and said it is. So is it or isn't it? See how confusing? You have to take a stand or you're going to fall for anything.
That's why we will come to you.